So what's going on, guys? It's your boy Modz coming at you guys with a brand new video, and today I'm going to be doing a story type video. And if you guys do go on to enjoy this video, be sure to smash the like button because it helps out my channel a lot and lets me know that you guys do want more videos like this. So yeah, let's get into the video. Now, I don't know what I'm going to be putting in the background. It's probably modding gameplay, something along those lines. But yeah, now before I start this video, once again, I want to shout out my friend. His channel is down below, and go watch him. I'll probably mention his channel later on in the video as well. Go check him out and subscribe. He's gonna be posting a lot of modding content, I assume, because he has a Elgato. Sorry about that. I couldn't think of the name. But yeah, basically, I used to have a PS3. Now, I used to be the biggest Xbox hater ever. I used to I always hated on Xbox, and it's funny now because I'm an Xbox modder. And I always just hated on it, and the reason I hated on it because I never had one before. I honestly think that's why. But yeah, it's I used to have a PS3, and I've met like 1 or 2 modders on there before. This was around the time whenever you never saw a modder. It was like extremely rare, and I saw 1 or 2, and I hated modders at the time. At the time I called them hackers because that's what I knew them by, but I hated quote unquote hackers. And my cousin talked me into getting an Xbox. He had one, and I was like, you know what, I'll get one, and I got one. But I fell in love straight away. It was like amazing. I loved Xbox. And I saw a few modders on Xbox once again, but rarely. And a few years passed. I played Xbox like every single day. I would like grind Black Ops 2. I was like the biggest trick-shotting FaZe fanboy. It was hilarious. But I still like FaZe, but you know, they kind of fell apart. But that's besides the point. I eventually, a few years later, I was playing GTA on Xbox 360, and I ran into someone called GBE Glow Gang. Now, this guy, I haven't talked to him in so long. I don't know what happened to him, honestly. But, he introduced me to someone named Marche. Now, at the beginning of the video, I said Marche and Mark. Now, Mark is also another friend. I'll probably put his channel in the description as well. Go check him out. He has about, I'm not even sure how much subscribers, but he's a smaller channel than mine. Go check him out. But basically, Mark, he didn't mod. He was friends with Marche, which is the person I was mentioning in the beginning of the video. And Mark introduced me into Marche. I said to Marche. There we go. He introduced me to Marche, and I didn't know Marche was a modder at the time. I thought he was just one of Mark's friends, and me and Mark were friends at the time. So I was like, you know what, I'll come be friends with him. And we talked, and you know, we became friends. And he invited me to a Black Ops 2 lobby, you know, and I joined him, and he gave me co-host. Now, I think it was Project TCM V8. I think that was the newest version of Project TCM at the time. Now there's like Project TCM V13. But he invited me, and I saw the co-host thing, and I literally flipped. It was funny how much I was flipping out over getting co-host. I was like screaming, and it's like really embarrassing. But I loved it. It was crazy. And Marche, me and him have been friends for so long. And you know, I would like always get on the game and mod with him, but like now, even though I'm a modder, I still talk to him because, you know, we're just good friends overall. Even whenever he wasn't modding, like, he would play the game a lot legitly, and I would still play with him because we were good friends. And he eventually, a few years later, I think like 1-2 years later, he helped me out with getting RGH. Now, I didn't get the RGH from him free. The second one I did, but we'll get to that. The first RGH, you know, he helped me get it. He basically said if I pay him enough for an Xbox on eBay, he'll have it shipped to his house and he'll mod it and send it to me, because he knew how to mod RGHs. But something failed while doing that, and it was because he had cheap soldering iron, something like that. And he messaged me and said, you know what, I'll just buy you one because I messed this one up. I'll buy you a new one. So whenever the RGH arrived, I was flipped. I don't know why I said flip it. Flipping is like a cringy word, you know. I was like flipping out, but I was amazed. I got on and I did research on what I was supposed to do whenever I got it. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was bricked at first because I was impatient and I was used to having an Xbox that instantly booted, and that's not really how RGHs work. Some instant boot, some take a while to boot up, and mine took a while to boot up. And I got it working and I was amazed, even though I didn't have any stealth server time because I think my computer was broke at the time and I eventually fixed it. But I didn't have any online time, and I would just like mod offline, and it was so fun. And I eventually modded, and I did that for about a year, and then my RGH bricked. If you guys go back to that video, RGH bricked, rip modding, something like that. I sounded so sad in that video. I had a friend roast me over it, but I was so sad in that video, and it was hilarious, I'm not gonna lie. And it bricked, and the reason it did is because my dumb self, I was trying to put on a new stealth server because I was on Ninja at the time and I didn't have money to pay for it, so I was going through stealth servers, and I tried to put on Smokey X KOVX's stealth server, and at the time the current dashboard update was 17.511 and his was 17.502, I believe, and it bricked my RGH. There was nothing I could do to fix it. So a few days later, my friend Marche from the beginning of the story hit me up and said, yo, I want to buy you one. I'll buy you a new one. I said no. I completely said no. I was like, no, you already helped me out get a new one. I'd feel bad if you buy me another one. And I still do feel bad. I'm gonna try to pay him back. But he said, I want to buy you one. I said no. And he kept on asking me, like, he was like, dude, are you sure? I want to buy you one. And like he kept on asking and asking, and I kind of gave in, and I was like, you know what, if you want to buy me one, if you truly want to buy me one, you can buy me one. And he was like, yeah, I truly want to buy you one. And keep in mind, he bought it about 2 weeks after he said he was gonna buy me one. And the whole time I was kept on saying, are you sure you want to do this, dude? I really don't want you to buy me one. He said, yes, I'm going to buy you one. And he bought me one, and here I am today. That's pretty much the video. If you guys did go on to enjoy the video, be sure to smash the like button because it helps out my channel once again. And also go check out Mark and Marche in the description. I'm not gonna lie, whenever we first met, I always got their name mixed. But go check out their channels. And turn on post notifications because I've been live streaming a lot and I've been enjoying that, so turn on post notifications so you know whenever I'm streaming. But yeah, it's been Blurry Modz and I'm out. Peace.